Cook a little bit. So with that, men's 100 meters. Are we starting with one or are we starting with three? How you want to do this?
You want to do start with 3 and then go to 1.
Start
Yeah.
with three. Okay. Third place, his first world bronze in 100 meter, Kashane Thompson. Second, Noah Lyles. And the gold medalist in the 100 meter this year is none other than my Jamaican friend, Oblique Seville.
All right, yeah, you're gonna have to talk about that.
All right, we can talk about it, bro. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
all
Let me,
right,
let me, let
here.
me hear what you got.
I've got same people, different position. I've got third place, Oblique Seville.
Mm.
Second place, Shane Thompson, and repeating for his third ever or his third 100-meter world title in a row, Mr. Noah Lyles coming through.
All right.
So
So you want me to
you got Oblique Seville for the first time in his life finally beating someone in winning in a championship.
yes.
Why? I need to know
So
why.
this season is like no other for Oblique Seville. Yes, he's ran fast for the last 4 years, 3, 4 years. He beat Noah, who would be his second or his best competitor, and he gapped the shit out of Noah last month. He did it in the month of August. That's kind of what really popped off the screen to me. And when he beat Noah in the rain, he put a 9.8 and gapped the shit out of him. That's like an insurmountable lead that he built on Noah. The way he's firing, the way he's popping right now, pause, is like there's no other competitor to him that can match that intensity that he's coming out with right now. Now, his kryptonite right now is Kashane. When they line up head to head, Kashane consistently has been getting the better of Oblique. But I think this is the championship that he overcomes Kashane. Maybe 2024, he really was dealing with a hamstring. Maybe it wasn't he was folding. It was just an injury that he was dealing with and working through. But this year, obviously, he's had Noah's number. And Kashane is the last one on that list. But I think he edges out both of those guys.
So for me, I'd say no. Like one with Oblique Seville, I haven't seen anything in a championship that leads me to believe that that's how you're going to perform in like when it matters the most. Yes, you're right. He's beaten Noah twice this year. What was the same about both of those times that he beat him? There's only one race that you had to do. I think that Oblique does very, very well when there's one race that you have to do on the day of I'm going to get in and then I'm going to get out and that's it. I think he does very well there. Where he struggles is when it comes to the rounds. That's where he isn't the same guy in the final as we see in the semi or in the prelim or in the regular season. And it just reminds me a lot of just like Asafa Powell right now. Like I get a lot of Asafa Powell from Oblique Seville, which isn't a terrible comparison. I mean, to be one of the greatest, sprinters of all time, sure. But what was his kryptonite? His kryptonite was the championships, and I haven't seen that peak from him. Now, this could be his, where he establishes himself there, but I just don't see it. And Kashane, like his kryptonite has been Noah Lyles of going up against him, and he opened up his season late, and when you look at how Noah performed at USA's, what was it last year? I think when he ran 10-0 last year at US Championship, so he's ahead of schedule for this year going into it. I feel it's going to be really hard for anyone to go out and beat him in the 100 this year.
Oh yeah, it's going to be incredibly difficult to beat Noah in 100 or 200. Doesn't matter if he's on the track; it's going to be hard to beat him. I can't get that gap, the image of that gap that Oblique put on Noah. I can't get that image out of my head. And you might have some solid points there, especially with the rounds and his natural kryptonite potentially being championship meets. You're not far off. And Noah is such a hard athlete to beat. Obviously, I can see him winning. And it's tough, freaking tough to bet against Noah. But that's the way I decided to play my hand this year.
So do you think it's going to be like, let's assume conditions are good there. I have What do you think the time's going to be? Because you got the guy that's the world lead who's ran the fastest time in a decade coming in third place at the World Championships. So what
Yeah.
time do you think is going to get dropped at this championship?
Could be faster, but I want to say 980 wins.
Like 9.8 flat?
Yeah, 980 probably wins this race.
Okay. I was thinking somewhere around the 9.77 range, something like that. I think that they're going to get a little fast. So why I need to hear more about this Kashane third place thing. I feel like that's a pretty significant drop from where he's been performing this entire year.
Yeah. So I think Kashane is racing to beat Noah. And if you're racing to beat Noah, you're racing to win a gold medal, obviously. But I think Noah is such a particular runner in the sense that we all kind of know how his race model goes, whether it's 100 or 200. Like he's looking to lean into that top end speed and you kind of losing your shit in beating you, the last 15, 20 meters. Now, this ain't to say Kashane might get out in first, but just off him knowing that and Noah, in my opinion, being Kashane's kryptonite, I can see him getting tight and I can see him losing not first position, but also second position and finishing in third. That's kind of the way that I see it playing out. More so from a psychological side, holding Kashane back.
Yeah, I kind of see a similar thing there. And it's like with in the 200, because, or not just in the 200, even in the 100, because I think a similar guy that sees it the same of I want to beat Noah is Kenny, where it's like I want to beat Noah, where it's like that is your goal. And when that's your goal, it's and you're focused so much on beating an individual person on a race, you can sacrifice some of the things that can help you actually get there. So instead of I'm running my race, it's no, I'm running a race that I think can beat someone else. And we've seen how his form can tighten up towards the tail end of these races. And when it comes to the championships, excuse me, the people that tend to perform the best in my opinion are the ones that are strong finishers, not just the big, the people that start off really well, which can lead to where he's not going to perform at a top level. So yeah, I can see that. Is there anyone who would you say, so we both are the same three people. If we were to, who would you say is the biggest dark horse of someone neither of us picked that you think could get in this medal contention here?
Probably Kenny.
Kenny as the biggest dark horse for you. Okay.
Yeah, probably Kenny.
Why?
I mean, he's ran 9.7, I believe, this year, or 9.8 low. Obviously the talent is there, and Kenny is a championship performer by all means. Like, I don't think that Kenny is a folder. I don't think he's a seller. I don't think he's soft on the track, like by any means at all. And talent wise, I think he's right there with those guys. I wouldn't be surprised if he could even edge somebody and get a medal. And I think as inconsistent as he's been this year, I would also throw Zarnell Hughes in the mix.
That was going to be my person. I was going to pick Zarnell Hughes. I think
Okay.
he's done well at some championships. Like, and he always finds his way in the final. And if you're in that final, you've got a good shot at being able to do it. So I was going to pick that same person. Yeah.
Interesting. Neither of us mentioned Akani Simbine. What's good? Because early season, April, May, bro, we were lit about Akani Simbine. So what happened there?
Yeah, Akane Simbine is a regular season merchant. Like, that's what he's like. It's the fact. Sorry to call it what it is, but he does very well in the regular season. There's a couple people that I never have faith in when it comes to the championship. One is Akane Simbine, and the other one is Marie-Jose Toulouse Smith. Those are two people that I never have any faith in when it comes to a championship, no matter what. Because like, you are great, you will get to the final, but you're not going to medal. Like, you'll run really well in the regular season early when it doesn't matter. But then the second that the blights are the largest, it's not going to work. And it's fine. Like, everyone's got their own thing that they're good at. And that's what you're good at. And that's why I don't have faith in Akane Simbine.
Stand on it, Colin. Hey, as you were talking, I kind of was trying to think of like an NBA comp. And I don't want to give him James Harden because James Harden was like the MVP of the league. So I'll give him like 2022 Brad Beal, like incredible regular season numbers, but like it just turned into nothingness come postseason time. Like, no disrespect at all, but y'all watch the show. Y'all know I love doing NBA comps. So I had to do an NBA comp for Akane Simbine.
Bradley Beal's actually an incredible comparison there. So there you go. Good work. You had to come up for my my Tim Duncan one. What was that, 2 weeks ago or whatever it was?
Yeah, I don't know. Who was Tim Duncan and Connie Sabine? Was that the comp?
No. We said the difference between who was it? Who were we comparing Tim? Oh, it was like Melissa Jefferson, I think.
Okay. That's a good comp. That was a fire comp. That was fire. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get into the women's 100. I guess I can start this one off here. Coming in third place,